Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a get ready with me video, and you're probably thinking to yourself, Mindy, you're already ready. Yes, because this is going to be the final look of the video, so see how I came up with this in the video. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a get ready with me. So let me start off with these two items are what's going to be my foundation. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. I absolutely hate this foundation, but I bought it and I'm going to use it up. And I mix in the No Problem Priming Essence because this does not want to blend out on its own. So that is going to be my foundation. I'm going to start off by priming with my Cover FX Gripping Primer. This stuff is really good. Like, I really enjoy it. It definitely makes your makeup like stick down and stay in place. Okay, so we're just going to give that a second. I've already mixed up those two items in my little tray here. And this is just from Eco Tools. It came with a brush set that I bought. Okay, so nice and tacky. And my wet sponge. So I'm just going to take and put this on my fist. Wipe that off. Okay. With this foundation, like, I can only put on a little bit at a time, and I immediately have to blend it out, where it's just going to be like stuck right in place and it doesn't blend out. Another reason why I severely dislike this foundation so much. So anyway, so I'm going to put this all over my face and blend it out, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so now I'm back and I have my foundation on, and I'm going to go into concealer. This foundation does not play well with any of my concealers, so I have to do like one section at a time or it'll pull up my foundation. So I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in conjunction with this Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is shade Cloud and this is shade Fair. This one is my normal skin color. This one is a little light, but it happens to be like the best match, so I usually mix it with a darker concealer so that it doesn't come off so stark. Just do one eye at a time so that my foundation stays in place. That's the reason why I hate this foundation so much. It is so hard to work with. You have to be like uber careful with it. You have to really like go around it instead of it just working with you. Plus, like, on top of that, it is like really dry. I wear full coverage foundations all the time, but this one is more dry than any other foundation that I own. I can't put any concealer to highlight down the center of my nose because it'll take up all of my foundation. And that is also annoying. So just lightening up a little bit, and then we'll get on to powder and all of that. So yeah, when it comes down to it, I'm not a huge fan of this foundation at all. I will never purchase this again. Now we're going to go into powder, and I'm going to use this Luxie 532 round top brush, and then I'm going to go into this Yate London Everyday Vacay powder. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and I actually love this powder. It is great. I'm just going to kind of lightly put it on my face as I put a big blob right in the middle of my forehead. Okay, now that I have that on, I'm going to go into this Dermablend Professionals Translucent Powder, or no, this is the original powder. I use this to bake, and I really love this formula. This is my second one. I bought one a while ago, and I really loved it. It is great for baking and making sure that makeup doesn't crease in certain areas. I do bake in a lot larger area than some people because of where my makeup creases. And I have found that this helps me keep my makeup from creasing as bad. Even though with this foundation it is already creased in my forehead so bad. Anyway, now that we have that done, we're going to move into the eyeshadow for today. And if you have been watching here lately, I have an obsession with this Jeffree Star cremated palette because it is so my aesthetic. So that is what I'm going to be using today. I'm going to be going for a darker look. So I'm going to start off with this Moda big fluffy blending brush. Okay, and I'm going to go into the shade Wednesday right here. It is a gorgeous matte gray shade, and I love it. I'm just going to be putting this in my crease. I always start by patting down my shadow and then I blend it out. That way I can make sure that when I blend it, if there's any spots that need a little bit more, I can go right to that area. And it's just easier for me personally. Now, if you don't do that, that's on you. Whatever works best for you, this works best for me. Okay. Just blend. This eye right here is always my problem eye. So it usually requires more blending than any other, like with eyeshadow, than the other eye. So it's just that way. Now I'm going to go into this e.l.f. contour brush. It's a little bit smaller. And I'm going to go into the shade Gravedigger right here, which is just the closest thing to black that a gray could possibly be. And I'm going to put that right directly in the crease just to deepen it up a little bit. Okay. And for anybody wondering, this palette does have a little bit of kickback in the pan, but it's not horrendous. It is not like Anastasia Beverly Hills kind of crazy. It is just a tiny little bit. Like, you can dip in It'll do a little bit of kickback, and then you can use that kickback to go back onto your eye, so it is not horrendous. I'm going to clean off this contour brush and go into Hearth, which is the black shade in the palette. And we're going to go right here to this outside corner and start darkening it up. Then I'm going to take it up into the crease a little bit. I'm going to clean off my brush and blend out this part right here, the crease. I always check like 2 mirrors when I'm doing my eyeshadow. I want to see what it looks like up close and what it looks like farther off. Then I'm going to go back into this Moda brush and back into that shade Wednesday and just brush that through the crease and make sure everything is blended. Now to do the other eye. And wipe off the excess and go back in and blend. And then back to the Moda brush and back to Wednesday and just dust that over. Okay, so now that that is all done, we're gonna go into shimmers. So for the outer corner, I'm gonna go for this Angel of Death, which is right next to it, which is like a black shimmer. And I'm just going to put it right here on the outside corner, just to make that back part of my eye look more black. Okay. That one definitely stains a little bit, so, okay. Moving on, I'm going to go into the shade Death Certificate right here, which is between Gravedigger and RIP. It's a more dark gray shimmer, and I'm going to pat that right in the middle, taking it back toward the Angel of Death shade. Okay. And then for the inside corner, I'm actually going to go into this shade down here called Goodbye, which is a very silver shade. But still, it's more gray than it is silver. And I'm just going to put that right here on the inside corner. Okay. Now, to show you what I'm working with on my lids. It has a very ombre effect across with that very deep, dark feel to it, which is exactly what I wanted. And I'm going to take this Luxie 250 large eye blending brush, which is gigantic, and I'm going to go into the shade Diamond Ashes, which is so pretty. It's like one of my favorite shades in here, and I'm just going to, it's a very beautiful shimmer, and I'm just dusting that right underneath the brow bone and across, so it gives a nice little lighter flare. Okay, now we're going to go into the lower lash line, so I'm just going to take this brush and dust away my bake, underneath my eyes. And we're going to go in with these two AOA Studio brushes. I have the E12 and the E24. The E12 is this larger one right here, and the E24 is the smaller one. So I'm going to take the E12 and we're going to go into the shade Wednesday, and we're going to run that all the way across my lower lash line. Then I'm going to just dust that off. I'm going to dip the side of it into that Hearst shade, which is the black. I'm just doing the back third right here. Okay. Then we take the E124, which is the finer tipped one, and I'm going to go into that Diamond Ashes shade, and we're going to go right here to the inside corner. And highlight the inside corner. So that is what it looks like. Beautiful, love it. This is definitely one of my favorite palettes, and it lives right up here with my other go-to palettes. So now that we have that out of the way, we're going to take this big fluffy Luxie 518 large powder brush, and we're going to dust off all the rest of our bake. Just like that. And then I'm going to go into the Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette with this Crown contour brush, and I'm going to go right here to Subconscious. And do a little quick contouring. Now, this is the most powdery contour I've ever owned in my life, but it is a good contour. Now I'm going to just take a little bit of this Too Faced Born This Way multi-use complexion powder. This is in the shade Cream Puff. And I'm just going to go lightly over my contour so that I make sure that it looks better. Contours for me usually stand out really bright on my face, and so I have to dull them down a little bit. Next, we're going to go into bronzer. This is the e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer in Forever Sunkissed. And I'm going to use this EcoTools Blending and Bronzing Brush, which is gigantic. And we're just going to run a little bit around the perimeter of the face. Okay. Okay. That looks better. Then we're going to go into the e.l.f. Primer Infused Blush. This is in Always Cheeky. And we're going to use this Luxie 504 Large Angle brush. This is a very powdery blush, so you have to tap off the excess or you're going to look like you got slapped by a clown. And we're just going to blend that out. Okay, very nice. I'm going to take this large powder brush and re-sweep my face a little bit. And then I'm going to be using the Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder. This is in Golden Hour. And this e.l.f. Kabuki brush. I like using blurring powders because it just makes everything blend together. It evens out your face. And you're probably going, that is a whole lot of powder. Yes, I know. But I'm also going to use some MAC Fix Plus here in a minute and get everything to settle onto my face. For highlighter today, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Metal Crush. This is in the shade Gamma Ray. And that is what it looks like. And I'm going to be using this Alamar Cosmetics highlighting brush. And I'm going to take my finger and go right here on my Cupid's bow. Alright. It's not like the most standout highlighter, but it is a nice highlighter. But if you don't like glitter, which I'm not a huge fan of glitter, but if you don't like glitter, you really won't like this. I'm going to go in with some MAC Fix Plus. This is the Lavender. Okay. We're just going to give that a second to dry down. And I'm going to, while I'm waiting for my face to dry, I'm going to go, sit up. What is wrong with this thing? Okay, lie down. I don't care. I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. Lifted Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe. This is my favorite eyebrow pencil. I have backups on backups. It's like $2 on e.l.f. And you can even do like, you could pick 3 for $6, which I know doesn't save you anything, but it's just an easier way to buy them, especially if you use them all the time. And just filling in my brows real quick. Alright. Now I'm going to go into eyeliner. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay 24 Hour Glide On Eye Pencil. This is in Yayo, which is white, which needs to be sharpened. You would think I'd have all this done before I film, but that would mean that I was actually paying attention. And I didn't clean out my sharpener the last time. Now I gotta clean off my pencil. Okay. Wrong one. There we go. Okay. Eyeliner's on and my eyes are hating me right now, but you can't really tell, but it is like a white metallic, which gives a little bit more opening to the eye. And for mascara, I'm going to go in with this is the Milk Makeup U-Balm or U-Bame mascara. It has an interesting wand. It has like these 3 balls. Not the biggest fan because it is not waterproof. It will give you raccoon eyes if you're not careful. So I've been having to take, I don't know why I just did that. But okay, I'm having to take a spoolie, which this is the Luxie 201 Brow and Lash Spoolie, which looks like that right there. Let me get it over to the orange. And I have to comb through it after I put it on, or it's going to go everywhere. It will transfer everywhere. I had mascara on my nose the other day. It was just ridiculous. But I'm using this one, and I'm also using the Essence Lash Princess, and both of them do this. So I don't know. Okay, then we're just going to take this little spoolie right here. And brush through. Okay. I will be right back when I finish the other eye. Okay, so it's a good thing that we're getting toward the end, because if I do anything else with my eyes, I think I might just ruin my entire makeup look. So we're going to go on to lipstick, and today I'm using the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Wolf, which is this beautiful deep gray. Love this lipstick. Okay, so that is the look for today. I'm going to be using, this is in a MAC Fix Plus bottle, but ignore that. This is the Bella Pierre setting powder. The sprayer in the bottle that it comes in sucks, so I put it in an old MAC Fix Plus bottle. This is a great setting spray, but the sprayer sucks. But with all that said, guys, this is the final look for today. Very dark, very gothy, very me. So with all that said, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and ring that bell. And also check out some of these other videos that you are seeing on the screen. That's going to end today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.